in great shape. I'm excited.
Both men look ready to go here.
Ladies and gentlemen, bout number 4 is brought to you by Modelo. Our concession stand is packed full of ice-cold Modelo, the beer brewed for those who fight for better. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, Niles Michael. And fighting out of the red corner, his opponent, Lucky Duru. Once again, your referee is Zach Tybris.
Referee giving him some final instructions here before he sends him back to the corner. Little touch of gloves and they'll go at it.
Okay, round 1.
Very clean strikes here by both these men. Not swinging wild, they're swinging heavy, but everything's very crisp right down the pipe.
Now circling off.
Oh, big right hand by Lucky.
Lucky
See Niles get in on the legs here. He's going to look to fight the hands. Lucky looking to circle to the back. Niles again shooting in on the legs. Big sprawl by Lucky.
Nice, Lucky's really going for this finish like he smells blood.
We might see Niles set to guard here. See if he can work some of that 10th Planet Jiu-Jitsu we talked about, kind of control the posture and look for a submission of his own.
You know, with that 10th Planet background, Niles is at home here, so Lucky really needs to be careful working out of his guard.
Yeah, one of the big principles of the 10th Planet Jiu-Jitsu guard is controlling the posture. So what you're going to see is Niles try to keep that posture down so that Lucky won't be able to put up big strikes. Niles looking for a triangle there for a second.
You know, if I was Lucky, I would try to pass it, you know, break the guard, pass it, you know, make Niles more uncomfortable.
Hey, guard's open, Lucky, pass! Pass!
Guard is
Lucky's
open.
looking to
Gets out of the
up
guard.
here.
He's throwing
He's
his
going to
punches.
get back to the feet, land some strikes.
Oh, that back kick is stung.
Heavy kicks. Heavy strikes from both men, but Lucky's really doing the most damage here on the feet so far.
Lucky's landing. Goes for
Niles
another
again
shot.
dives in on the legs.
Nice sprawl. Lucky's really controlling.
Yeah, Lucky's really doing a good job at timing that sprawl, waiting for that shot in, and just putting his hips down to the mat. But Niles ends up on top here in half guard. Let's see if he can go to work now, try to turn this fight around.
Look for Lucky to try to either reverse him or get out of his mount.
Yeah, see, Niles has moved to mount. Oh, big strikes by Niles. Big right hand.
Niles trying to rain out big punches.
Yeah, these are big strikes. These are damaging strikes. Lucky's really got to get on his side here and start to push those knees down. You don't.
Take some shots.
Now he's got the posture controlled a little bit. You're going to see Niles push away on the face. Try to land some big strikes here.
Niles is comfortable here. He turns his back and needs to make sure he gets on his knees. Try to stand up. Niles trying to get him right back to the back. And some punches.
Lucky's back to his feet, but Niles looking for a suplex.
Stops takedown.
Drags him down to the ground to finish out the round.
Trying to finish.
Landing some big strikes of his own. I don't know how you score that round, Keith.
I don't know. Lucky looks a little tired though. He didn't make sure he stays composed in the fight. Those, you know, he was landing some big shots, but he has to make sure he doesn't empty his gas tank so fast.
I mean, we saw a huge right hand from Lucky right off the bat that you know, put Niles on some wobbly legs, but he just stayed relentless on that takedown, kept shooting in, kept getting sprawled on, but then finally was able to lock that in, turn the corner, end up in half guard, passed him out immediately. Some beautiful groundwork there by Niles. I think it's going to be interesting to see how Lucky comes out this second round. I know he was trying to look for that finish. He got the smell of that big right hand and wanted to go ahead and get the finish, and was putting everything into it. hopefully his gas tank can withstand that, and we'll get to see some more amazing action here in round 2.
Hey, good job to Niles for staying composed. You know, he was locked earlier, but he came back and ended up controlling the end of the round.
Yeah, for a debut fighter like that to make the transition to just, you know, not giving up. It's so easy to give up in positions like that when you get hit, to keep fighting on those legs and come back with technique of his own and end up winning the second half of the round. Very impressive work by Niles.
Nice leg kick. If I'm lucky, I'm sticking with those leg kicks. There it is.
Those leg kicks.
Do not.
Niles back in on the legs here. Gets the takedown again. Circles to the back.
Lucky needs to stand up.
He's back to his feet.
Try to get us back to the cage.
Referee warns him about grabbing the cage there.
He needs to fight the hands. Try to turn around. These knees do hurt. These knees do hurt.
Niles is stuck to him like glue here. He's not letting him go. This is where he wants to be. He wants to be inside grappling. He ate some big leg kicks, and now is wanting to, you know, really get some groundwork going.
He hasn't flattened out. Niles hasn't flattened out. You know, with that tan plan jiu-jitsu, he has to be very careful. The hands are not underneath the neck yet.
You see Lucky has that left hand locked down. Niles pops it out. He's going to look to land some strikes here.
Let's get that arm free. He does. Look for Niles trying to staple down that arm and rain down some punches.
Yeah, Niles for making for this being his debut is very composed, very you know, great groundwork. Not just looking to swing wild here, but also controlling hands and looking for the openings and making sure he has the opportunities to land those big shots before he just starts throwing big shots. And that'll help his gas tank. That'll help everything. He's doing a really great job here of control and damage. You know, working that balance.
Lucky has to try to roll over, get up, get out of this mount. This is not where he wants to be.
Down. Full mount here, looking to staple down the arm with that right knee. Now he's landing some big strikes of his own. Yeah, Lucky's got to look to, he might have to give up his back again here to try to get back to his feet. I mean, he's got to look to scramble. He can't just set here and mount.
Try to shoot up. 30 seconds left. Lucky cannot rest right now. This is the time to get out of danger.
At the same time, you might be thinking he has to kind of just give this round to his opponent, though, too. You know, he's not going to, it would take a lot for him to steal this round in the judges' eyes. So he might be better off just working to survive this round and get into the third round and get back to doing damage on the feet. But Niles is landing some big strikes here.
Round's almost over. Will Lucky make it out?
He wants that finish bad. That'll be the end of the round, though. Both men head back to their corners. Really impressive work there by Niles to stay composed in those opportunities to do major damage, to really focus on controlling the position so he can land those strikes. Incredible groundwork by Niles. And on the feet, doing a great job of working that transition from striking to the grappling. Has done just an incredible job of avoiding those big strikes in round 2, getting the fight to the ground and controlling there. First round's up for grabs. The second round, I think, goes to Niles. This third round's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting to see who comes out and steals the show.
You know, I like Lucky's game plan. You know, he knows he's a better striker, but he needs to not be so quick to engage. You know, he needs to wait for that shot, try to sprawl, and get back to his feet.
And he started out doing an amazing job of that. The beginning of that first round, he was really waiting for those shots to come in. He sprawled really well. His strikes were all crisp, but I think he got a little anxious looking for the finish there after he landed that big strike, and Niles was able to get the takedown.
Nice kick. Lucky's landing with those kicks. You know, it's a danger when he throws that kick, though. He has to watch out for that shot.
Yeah, Lucky's got heavy leg kicks. You can see it each time he throws it, it's doing damage, and Niles is wanting to get in on those legs quickly whenever that kick lands. And if you look at it, he's not just kicking it when he goes to the outside. he's also scooping it and trying to get Niles off balance. Lucky needs to just stand up here. He needs to get this fight back to the feet. See what Niles can do from his back. We've seen some great groundwork on top, some great jiu-jitsu on top. Let's see how he does off of his back here.
It's time to work. You know, once that guard's loose, he needs to try to stand up, get out of it right now. Look for Lucky to try to pass. He needs to watch out. There's a triangle. If he gets a hold of that wrist, there is a potential triangle there.
Yeah, you can see Niles really controlling that wrist, trying to push it away so he can work his knee in front and try to lock in that triangle. Looking for a Kimura now, setting up to come up over the arm. Might use it to sweep.
There you go. He needs to pass. He needs to pass.
Again, looking to control that wrist. Now he's going to use it to try to get to a Kimura. Looking to wrap the head. Very active off his back.
Lucky's corner calling for him to pass every time that guard opens, but Lucky is not passing.
I'd say he's probably winning this round right now, though. That's the interesting thing about it. I mean, Niles is a little more active with the submissions off the back. Hasn't really committed to anything quite yet, but you know, you have Lucky who's on top, and that weighs heavily in the judge's eyes.
You know, that pass is there. He could pass. He could definitely pass. I don't know if he's worried about getting swept, but he could definitely pass. But he is content with staying in his full guard and trying to land these shots.
Looking for that Kimura grip again. See if he commits to it here. Looks like he's almost got the grip. Can't quite reach around, and he does. He gets to his own wrist. This is dangerous. Niles is going to use it to sweep, if nothing else. He's got to set off to his hip here. This is dangerous. There's short time left. Can Niles get the finish? He might need this. Beautiful Kimura. How is Lucky fighting that? Beautiful work by Niles to look for that Kimura. It was very close there right at the end. Lucky controlled most of the round on top of that round, so it's going to be interesting to see how they score it. In my eyes, you probably have to give it to Niles because, I mean, he was the closest to getting the finish there right at the end, locking in that Kimura. That was tight. Really impressive work by Niles. Being a debut fighter, like, you can't ask for anything more than that. That was a great performance. Had to overcome some adversity from that big right hand, and really settled down, focused, got the takedown, and controlled the ground game.
You know, you definitely saw a complete game out of these two fighters. You know, I don't know how I would score this, you know, but if you, Niles is working off his back that third round, but I mean, Lucky maintained that positioning. I mean, he was dominating for a second, so it's going to be hard to call this fight.
Yeah, it's gonna come down to how the judges see it. Do you score the top position that heavily, or do you score the looking for the finish heavier? You know, it's all, each judge is probably going to vary a little bit. I'm not sure. That first round was so close. The second round, I think, definitely went to Niles. And then the third round, again, it's kind of a toss-up. It'll be interesting to see what happens here. Personally, I would give it to Niles, but we'll see what happens.
Definitely. I can't wait to see. You know, I think whatever way this score goes, whoever gets the nod, I think deserves it.
Oh yeah, both men, great performance, battled through. Again, these guys, amateurs, full fight. You know, they got, 9 minutes of full fight time, and you know, that's experience to move forward in their career. Both got to work on the feet. Both got some great ground experience. We'll see what happens here. Steven St. John is collecting the scorecards now. Yeah, really, both these men, I think, definitely have a bright future. Niles had some very incredible groundwork, and then Lucky had some amazing strikes on the feet. But let's go up to Steven St. John to get the decision here and see what happens.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's get a round of applause for both fighters. As we now go to the judges' scorecards. Judge Brett Miller scores about 29-28 for Niles Michael. Judge Kevin Champion scores about 29-28 for Lucky Duru. And Judge Fernando Marquez scores about 29-28 for your winner by split decision. Out of the blue corner, Niles Michael.
There you have it. Niles gets the victory, split decision.